ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first game. This is a best of three. Thanks for being here, everyone. Let me get that really quick. And let's see what it's going to be. We have Planet Sainage against Crazy Dodo. And this is a best of five, so you know what it means. It means that first to three. And let's see how it's going to set up. So we see that already the map that it's going to be played, it's Ilios, and Freya has been banned. Now, curious to see what's going to be the second hero. In any minute, I should receive an invite to what's about to happen. And we'll see how this tournament will, how this set it's going to look like. All I can say is that first things first, this is the first time when we see Planet Sainage into expert league. So congratulations to them for doing this, for making this achievement, for achieving this. But now, since they are debuting, let's see how they will do. And now I see it's Crazy Dodo's ban. So this was Planet Sainage's ban. And Winston. So we have a damage and a tank. Invites has been sent, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go straight into the action once again. My camera froze a little bit, but that's none of the concern, because we will start our game. And we are already in. The good old Ilios is here to tell us
initiating match.
Which it's going to be, who's going to be the winner of this first map. All right. Really curious to see. What it's going to be, and all right, so
quick on our feet, hard to defeat.
On the left we have Crazy Dodo, and on the right it's Planet Sainage. Let me get rid of that card really quick. Card has been get rid of. Now let me also reduce the volume, and let's see how the fights are going to be. Going for Symmetra for that little boost, so it looks like this is going to be a composition where D.Va is going to be played by Planet Sainage, while Hammond is going to be the one from Crazy Dodo. Let's see how this is going to be played out. Now, if you can look at it, have a look. These teams are playing it now, you know, just separating, trying to get control, and Crazy Dodo already does that by taking the space, and Hammond is managing to do some damage. Interesting choice going with D.Va, but I can understand that in case, you know, to stop the projectiles from Echo. It's still a first fight. No picks have happened. I was a little bit too fast, and looks like Unknown is going to be the one who's going to be spotted into the kill feed first. And now, trying to see how this will happen, and if Sainage, if Planet will be able to make this cap. Now there are one player in minus, but considering it's Tracer, they went back. Now let's have a look over the players. Let's see how Fire is going to take this as well. And as we speak, Fly High manages to get the pick, but gets traded really fast. Now it's in a 4v4 situation.
That feels better.
Again, a beautiful trade. I would say this is really even. Now with Lucio only healing, being the only healer, it's not going to be a beautiful thing to do. But considering that D.Va requires a lot of healing, that advantage is not looking quite bright. And the mech has been completely destroyed. And Echo is getting a pick on Juno, and also now on Wasted. They need to regroup. The only ultimate they have right now is Unknown's Tracer Bomb. Let's see if he's going to be able to make something with it. Oh, I really like this, this skin. Heather once again gets a pick on Fly High. This is really unfortunate because they don't have that much time to separate themselves. Now with the beat coming up the spot, let's see if this is going to be of any use whatsoever. Juno gets demech once again, not being able to make that much of a pressure, and also Fly High is not giving that many options, not even having the opportunity to go and capture the first point, or at least even try to contest it. They feel like the majority of the fights it was at least like a 4v5, and even though they have all the 5 ultimates, someone needs to touch it, and looks like Fly High is going to be the one who's popping it off. Genofish uses the Diva Bomb, tries to go for the D-Mech, and successfully manages to get Anima, who's being a victim of that beautiful ultimate. Now it's being in a 4v5 situation. Let's see if they will manage to make this comeback. The point has already been captured, and now they're clearing up the remaining mass. Shrek, it's going to be Seed on the kill feed. And now Juno delivering a statement. Planet Sainage with their first teamfight won into this expert Emea series, Faceit Season 7. The thing is, even though they have this point captured, now it's going to be a little more difficult to defend it, right? So you don't have like the Lucio ultimate, you don't have the, you know, you don't have the Tracer ult or whatsoever. And look, now it's only ultimate that's alive, it's wasted. With the ultimate that already used is 8 HP, and now with no supports at all, it's going to be way difficult. And just Echo, it's killing one by one, and successfully managed to get another one as well. And Heather using Echo ultimate, and looks like this is about to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, now Fire will try desperately to touch it, but he's not going to be given the chance. And the first point goes now to Crazy Dodo. I have to say, even though it resulted in the first round, like the first point went to Crazy Dodo, like Sainage could put up quite a good fight, considering the fact that, you know, even just one team fight guaranteed them 50%. I would say the only thing that needs to work on and they need to figure it out is the fact that they get picked all the time. Maybe Diva wasn't the best option here, considering the pressure and the damage that they get, but who knows, maybe we will see some adjustments happening, or maybe they will appeal a little bit more. Same strat again, once again we have Symmetra, you know, the Lucio speed boosted, and then he goes onto the TP, and getting that little bit of advantage. Now instead of Diva we have Zarya, and she's really good, especially on this map. Perhaps you can also bubble, you know, Cassidy or Kiriko in case they get dived. But let's see if it's going to be a different outcome or not. A lot of pokes are happening at the moment. Each team is trying to get big what, so ooh, I've seen that a nice attempt, and Echo and Heather already make 2 picks. Even though a trade has been made, this is not going to be enough. Interesting that the point has been captured by Planet Sainage. Oh, what a beautiful shot there on Heather, but of course with the both of supports died, that there's not much that you can do. So he's still at 11%. When it comes to ult, I would say the economy is looking way better for Crazy Dodo. And for sure that Cassidy would be a counter pick for Hammond. Zarya needs to be charged in order to you know, feel their presence on the server. And an unknown already gets picked by Heather. Now it's a 4v5 once again, and they are just getting snowballed, and they have to go back. Genofish with a beautiful pick. It's not going to be enough, as his rest of the team died, and this is going to be another regroup, and another 20% that will be added to Crazy Dodo by the time that it's being taken in order to make this regroup. Oh, but Juno doesn't die here, and also will manage to get that cleanse that is going to save it. What a beautiful cleanse here from Wasted. Wasted helped Juno to not die and also make a good use of that charge. 60% on that grab. Looking for a combo, but in the process, Fire dies. This is going to be a bit more complicated. Only Wasted pick, the only one left alive. Beautiful pick here, Fly High on Hammer. Will try to get the second one, but nobody's breaking the Zarya bubble! And the bubble has been broken up too late. And no, he's going to be dead. Not only that, but Heather will also be managed to stay alive as well. And looks like 2 ults have been used, Fly Heist and Wasted. And unfortunately, it's not going to help. And Juno still 88% on that Graviton, but that is not given that much of a time. And Crazy Dodo having Shreks. You have the Kitsune, you can do what Kitsune pulls, and it already happened, taking an aggressive position. And also the Lucio's ultimate coming up, but this is really crucial right now. You try to get that Graviton as fast as you can. They're not giving much of an option, and if fire dies here, it's going to be way more difficult. I feel like the damage is too much here from Crazy Dodo, and the Planet Sainage is trying desperately to do anything. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the first map goes to Crazy Dodo. Beautifully played from both teams, but Crazy Dodo's dives and push managed to prevail. But that's alright. You know why? Because this is only the first map, and when you have this first map, it doesn't matter that much. Because, you know, it's you get adapted to the team. This is the what's called? What's the name? Not an exhibition, but this is the Planet Sainage debut into this season, into this league. You know, like it's the first time trying to meet the enemies. Like these guys are all professionals, so it's fine. You know, this was the first set. That's why it's a best of 5, first to 3. So you can take all the time in the world just to relax and think of not relax, but calmly think what went wrong and what you can adjust. You will see it will be adjusted in a probably in a map review, VOD review afterwards. So there's no shame in that. With that being said, let me update the score really quick, ladies and gentlemen. So now the score is 1-0 for Crazy Dodo. And now we'll have a preview with our second game. Let's see if the camera is not... Aha. So we have also the camera once again, which is going to be now Junk City, Flashpoint. Looks like, I think, yeah, Planet Sainage banned Tracer. Tracer was an issue. It's interesting that they did not ban Hammond, though. But, and they banned Zarya. Okay, so Tracer and Zarya. So probably we're going to see some Junker Queen action. We'll see. We'll see about it. We'll see. We'll see which one it's going to be. Invite has been sent. Now we're accepting it really quickly. And we will be going into the second game of tonight's series.
Welcome to New Junk City. Initiating match.
I might be wrong.
A
I'm not.
trade has been made. This is not going to be enough.
Oh, excuse me. Why do I hear myself? Interesting. I might not be the best analyst or
Ready.
let's say coach here, but in terms of composition, it would have been seen
I'm
that
more of a
the damage
basketball
that Crazy
person.
Dodo did
Not a fan
was
of your
a
home
bit
team,
too
huh?
much, and the fact that I don't know, I feel like the
Don't
tank
put
was
words
getting
in
too
my
much
mouth.
pressured here, and the fact that there were pokes and you had Cassidy who was taking a lot of damage and needs special help, and you also had Zarya as well. Yeah, it was a little bit split. The fact that they're playing Lucio Kiriko, both teams, give them so much mobility, right? Because you know, if one gets dive, you can either boop it or you can TP or whatever choice you do. But let's see here, Genofish with the Romatra prick. That's lovely to see. And then again, we have Crazy Dodo once again with the Hammond. Now let's have a little big peek here. Who's going to make the first blood? And looks like this is going to be made by Wooks, who got wasted. And now this is already a little bit trickier. Unknown, evening up the odds, being a 4v4. But now they have no support, and they will have just to deal with that. It's going to be not an easy task of doing so, because they are getting one by one, and by being snowballed, Crazy Dodo will successfully manage to capture the first point, at least for now. Let's see if there's going to be any adaptation. Yes, as I was highly expecting. Juno swapped that Ramatra to Junker Queen. Need that anti-heal and that oppression to also stop Hammond from jumping around. And also, they want to play a little bit more group together. If you look at the ult economy, again, advantage when it comes for support ults. Crazy Dodo has that. Now they're getting closer to 50%. Oh my god, so low! And they managed to confirm that kill. Wasted once again dies firstly. And now the fight, it's 4v5, which shortly it's going to be now a 3v5. Beautiful pick here on Tina, or Fortina. I think that's Fortina. Yeah, I think I pronounced it wrong. But it's not going to be enough. Juno still trying to get this aggressive positioning while waiting for its team, but okay, Suzu came in. Nice build here from Fire. Wasted. Again, gets picked. So unfortunate. I like this first point from the Flashpoint map. Wasted was victim in the beginning. Like each map, each team fight, Wasted was the one being spotted to kill for it. Either he was really low and Hammond came to seal the deal, or Heather used its ultimate, or it was Genji, and that was exactly the pick that they needed, that Crazy Dodo needed in order to win each team fight. So 3 team fights won. There you go, first point, and they already have Kitsune, and with Lucio ultimate being on par with Fire. Something needs to be changed here, especially if Planet Sainage wants to go for a potential comeback. But I believe in these guys, you know, like these guys advance. And as I speak, Fly High manages to get the pick. Doesn't matter, he gets killed soon after it. But Juno is going to take Heather. Now they have an advantage, which is now is a 3v3. Still has its ultimate with one support, one DPS, and one tank. Let's see what they can do. Being on point and staying strong. Now that's been captured. Try to sustain themselves until the rest of the team comes. Wasted dies, but as well as their tag, now it's going to be a 4v4 with the school. A shot has been made. Let's see if Fire is going to counter that poop with another one. Nice pick here from Juno, which will be backed up by Unknown, who manages to get a beautiful double kill. And finally, Planet Sainage winning a team fight and putting themselves 50% on that capture point. And now, if we look at the ult economy, it's going to be in a disadvantage for Crazy Dodo. With 5% left before it's being captured. No utilities, no ults, excuse me, available for Crazy Dodo. Fire still manages to survive, not uses the ult. Beautiful call here. Wasted, it's going to be the one who used the support ult. And Unknown is just coming to kill not one, but two. Will he be able to go for free? Planet Sainage learned from their lesson. That looks that change from Junker Queen, from Ramata to Junker Queen paying off, and Unknown is looking way more present in this server for this game as it was. I just told you guys, like, these guys, they advanced to experts, so they are here for a reason, with a reason. It's their, you know, it's your first game here. You try to make things a little bit coolio. Now it's a 1-1. The second one, it's going to dictate the momentum. So this team fight is really crucial. Unknown almost has his ultimate. See what is going to happen. Beautiful pick here. Fortin and Wooks are going to be spotted into the kill feed. Now it's a 5v3. Only one ult has been used, which is going to be Fire. Unknown still has his ultimate. And it looks like this team fight has been won by Planet Sainage. And they still have ults to counter that. Ooh, wait, did Heather went Pharah? That's an interesting pick. We haven't seen Pharah in a while. Especially not on my casting pod. And the Junker Queen is stopping that Hammond oppression. Oh, wait, but as we speak, Wasted gets caught into the process, as well as Fly High, and now Fire. Fire manages to get Heather, but with the cost of his life. Unknown used his ult. Tried to stall the point a little bit. Will manage to get it 10% more, 65%. Not bad. You still have the Junker Queen ulti that you can engage with it. And also you have Fly High. Not bad. But it's scary the fact that 14 is going to have the beat, which is going to make things a little bit more difficult. And also they need to take care of that Pharah. Unknown is going to be the one that will try to do so, but Fire gets caught in the process now, once again being 4v5, and it looks like this kill, it's going to cost the momentum from Planet Sainage. They'll gracefully try to do it, but Fly High, no! Fly High just flew high in the skies. What a beautiful entry here from Hammond. Let's see all this air shot. Unknown was about to share the same fate as his teammate, but decided to not do so, but by him leaving would result in more staggering, as Crazy Dodo went from 40% to 80% to 90%, now with a foot in, about to clinching the second point. And now the Planet Sainage team members are dying one by one. And unfortunately for them, and fortunately for Crazy Dodo, they managed to secure the second point. And when you look at the ult economy, it's not looking too bright for Planet Sainage, but
What's up?
it is not over yet. We know when Fly High has its ultimate, what a monster it could be. One good ultimate and the situation can change. And now Fly High went with the ult. How many can he get? Fire gets eliminated quite early, as well as Unknown. Fortunately, not much of an outcome, big outcome here from Sojourn ult. They'll be forced to go back, and looks like they're getting snowballed. And not only that, but Crazy Dodo only used the beat while still having the both DPS ult available. Alright. Okay, so you can hear me. That's great. Okay, both supports are coming right up. You still have Unknown, so you can go for the potential push here. Let's see what it's going to be. Pharah died. Nice. Also, you got the pick on Lucio. You still have one player advantage. Kitsune has been used. Okay. Now it's a 3v3 with Shrek being really low HP. If Ando will manage to kill him, then it's going to be advantage for them. Oh no, but manages to escape with slow HP, but Fire is going to be the one who's going to seal the deal. Nice. Unknown used his ult to basically neutralize Hammond's mines, but they still have not captured the point. Only 10% left, and they need to go. Fire died with the ult, and I did not see the bit being used. And now Justice Ray from above, Fly High being the only one left alive, and he cannot even touch the point! And Crazy Dodo continuing their winning streak. Now score being 2-1 was really close. I like the adaptation in the end. The fact that you know, Crazy Dodo decided to go for that Pharah and had her, you know, had a word in that. I feel like in the end D.Va was a little bit more prominent for Pharah, but Indy was a little bit too late. It's still fine. This reverse sweep can happen at any time. I think Planet Sainage is doing a really good work at this, and you know, they're playing with the experts, and it's their first time being here, and I think for a debut they are holding up strong, and I think it's not over yet. They still have a chance of doing it. Meanwhile, as we wait for what it's going to be the third map, let me update the score. And already a leak has happened, ladies and gentlemen. So the third map, it's going to be Ransepi, and Planet Sainage banned Echo. Oh yeah, it was a big of a problem. And I think Crazy Dodo, who's going to ban Tracer? Tracer or Sojourn? Or probably a tank. D.Va. So we might expect some Pharah. They've banned Echo. We might expect some Pharah, at least from Heather. With that being said, invite has been sent. Oh my god. Tonasa has 11 win streak, but as well as Wasted. This could be a potential match point for
Welcome to Runasapi. Initiating match.
Crazy Dodo, unless Planet Sainage will successfully manage to take this win into their aces. Let's look at this beautiful llama. Aww, she's so cute. Aww, look at her. She's so fluffy. Aww. Why she's in a place like that?
Ready for battle.
This reminds me of Blizzard World. Look at all these llamas. Celebra el Festival de Inti. Thank you for the feedback regarding the stream layout.
4, 3,
Alright, so now we started Planet Sainage
objective unlocked.
going with
Hey,
once again the same combination.
konnichiwa.
Zarya, Tracer Cassidy, the one that we saw on Ilios. Same suppose nothing happened. This time Heather is on Pharah. It's our flyer player from this set. And we have Hammond once again. It's interesting that they did not ban Hammond though, Planet Sainage, but perhaps they have a reason. I mean, that's why they're playing and I'm commentating. But as we speak, Fire already gets caught into the process, dies too early. Try to get a little bit of space. Wasted will try to heal it, takes so much damage. Juno. Fly High dies as well as Wasted. Now they're dying one by one. Heather is here, trying to clean up the mess, shooting rockets. Death from above. He's screaming right now. You can feel his presence already on the server.
Moving right along.
Looking for a setup. Fly High needs here to basically hunt and finish Heather, but this is going to be tough if Hammond is not going to be taken out. Let's see if he's going to successfully do that. Fire takes a lot of damage. I believe that's from Tracer. We'll try to provoke it in a 1v1. Nothing happens, luckily. Nice heals there. Heather! What happened? Shot a rocket and unfortunately killed himself in game, of course. And now Fly High has the freedom to go for the kills, and he was able to create some space for his team. Planet Sainage staying off strong, delivering a statement. They say, we are not done yet. This is our debut into Expert League. We are here to deliver a statement. And these guys, for sure, they're putting up quite a show right now. Because you don't realize how strong these opponents are. Crazy Dodo is. But it's not a stump, so anything can happen. Fortunately, that high noon did not pay off. But that's not the problem because Ardon has its ult bomb. Also, Kitsune has been used, as well as Skula shot. Now, what it's going to be, if Unknown will manage to get the pulse at least on one, it's going to turn up the balance. Fire and Junofish. Creating space. Beautiful pick here from Unknown. Now with both supports being dead,
Forward spawn activated.
Planet Sainage has an advantage. And Heather swapped from that Farah, which previously worked. Freya. We'll see if it's going to make any difference. Let's see this 1v1, who's going to win. Unknown already used his recall early. Will try to get it to place around the health pack. Who's going to win this 1v1? While this 1v1 happens, Flyhead and Wasted are being killed. Juno is being high charged. Try to get the Lucio, but Lucio is getting so much killed by Shrek. Nice here grab. Will manage to get Shrek, and that's it. It's still a good grab though, you know, it's just one person. That's more than you need. That's all you need. As you can see, it's working though, even though they're worrying the teamfight, the robot hasn't been moved that much. And Juno is desperately trying to stay alive, but this is not going to happen. Yet again, the robot, it's still not being pushed completely to where it's located, its location from Crazy Dodo.
Okay, 2 ults coming straight off the bat for Planet. While on Dodo, it's just the pulls. Both supports have 50%. So the advantage relies on Planet. See how it's going to be played out. Oh no! He went too aggressive with it, and he was punished by it. Heather will take fly high. They had to use this ult. Beautiful pick here from Juno. Will try to get for a second round. Manages to get it, and now turns up the table. Being now the situation from a 3v, from a 4v5 now being in a 3v5. He Planet Sainage advantage. Beautiful pick here from Fire as well. Planet Sainage still standing up strong. 5 minutes left on the clock, and still Planet Sainage leading by 30 meters. Even though the team fights are won by Planet Sainage, they are managing to push it. But what I truly meant to say was Dodo gets picks, but it's not going to be enough to make significant progression towards that robot. And the time is not going to be their best friend right now. Try to go for the support. Hammond will get fly high. Fire being low HP as well. Uh-oh. Being a 3v5 right now, Gino manages to get Heather with being 80% charged, and now Graviton coming up will decide to go use the Graviton. Manages to get Lucio. Try to go for the Hammond, which quickly is going to be Forget, and now it's going to be Kiriko. Still manages to survive it with full charge, but I perhaps was being too reckless and I spoke too soon. I mean, it's still fine though, right? Because Ano has his bolt. He can make a good play here, as well as fly high. Wasted can go for that push. 55 meters, first checkpoint has been reached. Let's see if that high noon is going to get someone. It did not, but still it was a really effective one because he managed to get the robot back. But now with the Skula shot, Heather is going to be adopting a much more aggressive playstyle. They are close of taking the lead from Planet Sainage. And this exactly happened. 3 minutes left.
Now let's keep it.
Now what Planet Sainage needs to do now, you know, you have Wasted with his ult as well as Unknown. One good Kiriko and a team fight, that's all you need in order to take it. And then you need another team fight in these 3 minutes left in order to get this, you know, to steal the advantage from it. So basically you need to play it perfectly. Let's see if this is going to happen though. When it comes to ult economy, I would say at the moment it's at least in Sainage's favor. Oof, Undone loses the 1v1. Going to put his team in a difficult matter, but they will be able to take the robot. Now the Kitsune has been guiding Planet Sainage. Let's see if they're being able to take a pick. Oh no! Shrek dies, but dies by losing his ultimate. Wow. But even though he dies with the ultimate, looks like the picks are not going to be favorable for Planet Sainage. They keep dying one by one because Thomas is here chasing player after player. I would say this was a good ultimate from Wasted, but I mean definitely killed Shrek. They don't have no ults, but I don't understand how they did die. They did die there. Like Thomas was cleaning. We almost have Graviton once again. Fire decided to use it maybe a little bit too early, considering that nobody was dying, but probably it was being used as an engage, now being used to disengage with it. No picks, but at least nobody died, right? However, 1 minute and a half left, and Planet Sainage needs to desperately win a team fight. Fly high dies, and now Unknown as well. They're getting being snowballed. And the robot keeps getting pushed and pushed. 1 minute left on the clock, and a few meters left are separating Dodo from taking this round, unless Planet Sainage will do something about it. Come on, Planet Sainage. You can do it. you can try to make this comeback, and Judofish will manage to get Juster with a solo grab. We'll try to stop this menace, but this is not going to last for long, even though they had two-player advantage. Dodo will come up from behind. Much better. Fly high with the ultimate, will try to use it. He uses it, but he's not going to have a target. 30 seconds left. 50 HP. He's going to die from Freya's abilities, and Heather is going to make another victim as well. 20 seconds left, and they need to do something. I know he has only one pulse bomb and a dream. 50 HP left. No recall available for him, and now everybody's on him from the pulse bomb, but no, he did not manage to get it. 20 seconds left on the clock. And now Juno went to Sigma, but this is not going to be enough. You know, 10 seconds left. They need to touch that robot, but the odds, it's being stacked from Crazy Dodo, and Heather keeps getting fly high. Perhaps, I don't know, they should have changed that casting to Freya, but that's going to be it. Crazy Dodo winning this best of 5, score being 3-0. Let's say GG's to both teams. Congratulate both of these teams. They played immaculate, and considering this is the first best of 5 debut to Cloud and Sainage, I think they did quite a good job. Of course, there are some things that needs to be adjusted. Probably we're going to see that in the next set that is going to happen, that we are about to witness. But for now, that would be it. Yeah, we are going to see what is going to happen next. It's not over yet. That being said, my name is Zach Fair. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. See you with the next one. Peace.